How vital are productivity gains, especially there's a lot of, we could say, spurious claims by anti-meat, anti-animal production groups. So how important are those productivity gains that everyone's striving for?
They're absolutely crucial. On a global basis, whether we're talking about Australia or Europe or the USA, everybody has made gains. We understand so much better than our parents and grandparents how to feed our cattle, how to breed them, how to care for them, how to treat them if they're sick, and that's made great strides in terms of using less land, less water, less energy, and less carbon per kilo of beef. So yeah, they're totally crucial.
You mentioned things like Meatless Monday or No Meat Monday in the States. Things that might make people feel good in the short term, but in reality they're not a sustainable idea.
That's absolutely right. In the States, for example, meat comprises only 2.1% of our total national carbon footprint. Over here, the figures are more difficult to find, but all of agriculture only comprises 10.5%. So what that means is even if everybody in the States went meatless every single Monday, our national carbon footprint on an annual basis would be cut by less than 1/3 of 1%. Over here, if everybody went meatless every Monday, it would be somewhere between 0.6 and about 1.2%. Again, a very, very tiny change.
And if grain-fed production stopped, how much extra land would you need in the States to actually make that up in purely grass-fed?
Oh, it would be huge. It would be an increase of 53 million hectares on an annual basis, which, to put it into context, is 75% the land area of Texas, which is a huge state, or for over here, it's about twice the area of Victoria. So again, huge amount more land just to make the same amount of beef every single year to fulfill consumer demands.
One other point that's probably really topical in Australia is the hormone issue. Had some interesting statistics or facts with regard to that in terms of the amount of meat you have to eat to get a noticeable level of hormones in the system.
Absolutely. So it is true that a steak from an implanted animal contains more estrogen than a non-implanted animal. And it's about a 40% increase. But having said that, it's a very tiny, tiny, tiny quantity going to a very tiny, tiny, tiny bit plus 40%. So it's still very, very, very small. But if we compare it to the birth control pill, which on a global basis is taken by 1 million women every single day, each of those pills contains 35,000 nanograms of estrogen. So the average woman per day would have to eat over 3,000 pounds of beef just to get the same amount of estrogen as she would from one tiny little pill.
Jude, we're being billed in closing, but in a nutshell, technology is the thing that will make production more efficient and in the long run cheaper in the future?
Absolutely. There's a direct link between efficiency, productivity, costs and environmental impact. So anything that anybody can do in the global industry, whether they're a ranch, a cow-calf, a backgrounder or a feedlot, to improve efficiencies all the way through the chain will pay dividends in terms of both economics and land use, water use and energy use.
And just a really quick one, backgrounding and preconditioning, how important are they?
Preconditioning is pretty vital. Again, anything we can do to ensure all of those calves are healthy as they can possibly be when they enter the feedlot is going to pay huge dividends.